Yeah, we have a Slovenian police attack again. This just proves my point here. Now let's see, let's just wait for the router to come back to find its way back. But yeah, taken off the internet, and that's what they like to do when you're making what they refer to as during MK Ultra as a so-called wild statements. Yeah, psychiatrist, cops, actually everybody, not only him. He tutored everybody to see themselves in this kind of stuff. Everybody, you know, absolutely everybody refer to this type of stuff as wild statements. These are not wild statements. This is just a defense mechanism Illuminatis have used against me with the police. This is exactly how they portray people as mentally ill. Nothing really changes in respect to this stuff. It's crucial, it's extremely important, extremely important to point out the so-called wild statements. Because these wild statements are the ones that define what police searched all along. And these are proofs about the paranoia, schizophrenia, that kind of stuff. That's what this case was all about. That's exactly why this kind of stuff here is crucial for me to write down. So it looks like I'm not even sure why the router still didn't make it back. But that's rather strange. Look at that, it's still not coming back. I am inside of the living room area here, away from the router area. Let me demonstrate you. I'm not in a hallway or anything like this. Let's see this here. See, we are at the living room. I'm at the living room area right now. So I was just taken off the internet. So yes, the wild statements. Now let's get this internet connection back, and we're gonna see when it's gonna come back. Did you see just that right now? No network found. And when I started to video record, there was actually look. We're gonna do that. Actually, I have a luxury to even do this. Let me demonstrate you. And as I work, as we go along this stuff, I'm gonna demonstrate you exactly, and you keep watching it over there as the signal changes, because this is actually very important. Eventually you can help me right now defining on how the police is doing this. Maybe my neighbor Method Yerman. You see the internet signal, it's going to change in a little bit. It's just almost about any time. See that? This is, ladies and gentlemen, what actually defines the attack on me. Now, let me take another screenshot right now. Actually, no. We're gonna do it like this, and now I'm gonna take a screenshot. Now we're gonna paste this one here, and it looks like this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom into this one here so that you can see. So we have not only one internet attack, I had few of them. So why the police does this kind of stuff? Why the police is doing this kind of stuff? But this is an open Wi-Fi. I told you that I don't have any kind of password set on it. And I told you about how they surveillance, how they watch this internet connection, actually block 24/7. Now, so when you write down something about what they refer to as a wild statement, it's a logical thing. The attack takes place. The police, what they do is they attack you. They disconnect the internet, and they hope they will increase what is known as anxiety. That's what that is. And so this is why this stuff is actually really important for me to video record this kind of stuff. Nothing is wild. Everything is written exactly as the way it was. I am investigator. I am a police investigator. That means I'm not a police officer officially, but I'm the one who is investigating police because police is too corrupt, too busy to actually even meet with me. They shy away. They know about this stuff. They know that I keep going after them. They watch, they read the blog, and there's not a fucking thing they can do about it. Isn't that a shame to have a police like this? They claimed that all there will be one visit to the police station, and that might even be my last one. Apart from that, I'll never appear at the police station again. That was on October the 30th, 2024, last year, when I reported this crime, MKUltra crime, to local police department. Tried to work with them just to be transported to the psychiatric hospital Ljubljana Polje from Novo Mesto for reporting MKUltra crime, demanding from police to stop MKUltra crime. That's what they claim. But based on what I see, and it's kind of funny because that day, his name is Miran Sudin, claimed, oh well, you know, just go home and keep writing. Just keep writing. Just keep writing. Yeah, it's kind of funny to note how diligently do they watch the stuff that I do on the internet. How, look, they disconnected the internet again. Look. Do you see it? Look at it. Look, just watch this here. They disconnected again and now it's coming back again. So why the fuck would you do this stuff? I mean, if you don't watch, listen man, if you don't watch, if you're busy working at the police department and you never heard about this law, go through, there was more than 300,000 people from Slovenia that visited this website. Out of 2 million people, that's quite a lot. It's now probably number 400, who knows how many thousand. Why would you bother with the blog so much? What is it in this blog that you don't know about, that you don't care about, that you want to make me feel ridiculous about myself, but that you cannot drop out of your eyesight, not even for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, today's Saturday. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. What I am going to do is I am going to connect myself now to Netgear just like this. Like that. We're connected right that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this thing off. We have a time here. You read this stuff. And what I will do is I will update. And let me just finish this stuff. It's kind of disturbing when you try to do this stuff and they keep cutting you off. It's known as disturbing. It's not even disrupting. This is disturbing, actually. When you do work like this, you disturb somebody. You just don't disrupt like that. This goes way beyond these issues. So yeah, we're gonna take a log of this stuff here. The children, Lady Louise of Windsor. She's 21 years old. She was not the only one. Prince Edward flashed in my face as a child. There were other royal children, females. They flashed in my face, children, all kinds of children. Donald Trump flashed his Ivanka in my face when she was a child. You know what I mean? This is just two of probably definitely over when it comes to Illuminati, like a top Illuminati. You're talking about the prime ministers, ministers, presidents, and billionaires, let's say. At least 100 children, flash in my face, will become my brides and so on. But when it comes to the commoner people, people like myself, oh, that number exploded to probably maybe what would be maybe even 500 brides. Yes, this is MK Ultra. This is how MK Ultra works. The police desperately search for this kind of statements. Well, I gladly make this kind of statements because I'm not at the beginning of MK Ultra procedure. I'm not at the beginning of investigation, of crime investigation. This is precisely why. I don't have any kind of problems, and that's exactly, in fact, the stuff that the statements that I have made, I will get into in exactly the same way as American troops, I should say, you know, a battle for Berlin, where it was building for building. That's exactly what I'm going to get to. I'm going to get into a micro shit for the sickest stuff. Stuff that would list one completely as sick, to reveal you about the stuff that went on. So that you get to know these people from up very close in exactly the same way as I did. These are not any kind of saints. These are fucking insanes. It's not even a difficult thing for me to do this stuff. It's a garbage. Everything I stated in this blog, I meant by every word I stated. Now I'm going to take you on a little tour. We're going to do it like this. This, you have seen several attacks on me. Here's a little about me. A good thing is when you're doing this on a laptop, and then you have a chance to walk like this, right out on a hallway like this, and you do it like this, and there you can see that is actually a router right here. That thing right here, it's a router. This is a Wi-Fi router right here. This thing here. See it? That's a router right there. That's it. I was inside of the living room area. I was not here. The internet, the play with anxiety took about, police play with anxiety, it took about how many times? 4 times? Did they attack 4 times? Nice. Is it any good? Is it good to me?